Okay. So in the last class, we had stopped till printing of registers. So we'll start with registration of pharmacist. What is the process of registration? As soon as we finish the course, we all have to register our name and number in the register in the State Pharmacy Council. So what is the process? How do we have to do it? So we'll see step by step how to prepare and maintain the register, or how to register our name first. So the register shall include the following particulars, namely the full name and residential address of the registered person. Say I am going to register, then my full name and my residential address is the first thing that I'm going to give them. His first admission of the register. When we are giving the records and when we are getting our name registered in the first register, so that is the date we are going to give. His qualification for registration. So like qualification, say I have finished my B Pharm. On B Pharm I have got registration, or I have done diploma D Pharmacy. Then also I can go and register. So what is my qualification? It can be diploma or B Pharm. That separately we'll see what all can be the qualification and what basis they will get the registration. Is always the pharmacy compulsory. We'll see it in the next slide. But yes, they will ask our qualification and our certificates to get it registered. His professional address, and if he is employed by any person, the name of such person. What is my professional address is KLE College of Pharmacy now. So whenever I renew now, every year I renew my certificate. So minimum fees will be there, like 300 rupees, 350 rupees. I have to give it and I have to renew it. So when I'm renewing, it will ask my professional address. Why they ask? Because if I'm already working in KLE College of Pharmacy, I am not allowed to open a business of pharmacy, or I cannot work part-time taking my registration certificate. It is illegal. So to have a control on that, to have a regulation on that, we have to give our professional address. Whether you have business, then give it as business. So doing business, I can't go 1 hour, 2 hour, give class and come back. No, it is again illegal. Next, such further particulars as may be prescribed. Any other particulars they may ask, like my signature, my photo, my thumb impression, they may ask. Other certificates, if I have gone further education, like I have done my M Pharmacy. So all that we have to give whenever we upgrade ourselves. Next, registration of pharmacist. Here, as per Pharmacy Act, registration is of two types. First is first register. Second is subsequent register. There are two types, first register and subsequent register. This is there for your syllabus, so please listen carefully. So now what is maintenance of this first register or preparation of it? So the register shall include the following particulars. Again, the full name, residential address, date of the first admission, his qualification, his professional address, and any other things prescribed like photo, signature, thumb impression, Aadhaar card, PAN card, anything. So the procedure for basic register and first register remains same. Now, for the preparation of the first register, where we are going to register as I am a pharmacist. So what is the prerequisite, or who is going to do that? So the tribunal, or we can say council, a group of people. So who all are there in that? Three people plus registrar who act as a secretary. Please remember, I'll repeat, three people plus a registrar who will act as a secretary. And these three people are again from the pharmacy background only. So this tribunal fixes the date on or before which all application for registration with prescribed fees are accepted. So there will be some minimum fees where you have to give and register. They will fix the date for that and they will send it to college. before that date, you have to go and register. So all the applications are examined, like your B Farm certificates, course completion certificates, convocation. All you have to take it and submit, give Xerox or photocopy, whatever they demand for. Give it, and they will check it one by one. They will check it, because nowadays, many people make it duplicate. They try to forgery. There are people, because they can't afford or they can't study, but they want to open a business. As we all know, pharmacy is always a royal income. Pharmacy shops are always a royal income, because any shops may close due to some seasons, like festival seasons. Clothes shops, some garment shops will be open. And like not if there is no any festive seasons, then they go little low, because people will not buy much clothes. People will not buy unnecessary clothes, and warm clothes only on winter we can see. Not only clothes, you can take shoes, you can take jewelry. It will all go with the seasons. But pharmacy is the only one shop with 365 days with full income. So that is why we call it as royal income. So for that reason, many people may uh, take take it for granted and do some illegal things. They do not conduct themselves properly. By taking other certificates also, they may sit in the medical shop. You might have seen that already. They take it on the lease. They pay some amount for the person who has given his certificate, and they'll run the shop. So that should not happen. That is why they will examine our certificates in detail. If tribunal is satisfied, it directs to entry of the name of the applicant in the register. If they get satisfied in the document verification, then your name will be entered in the register. Now, qualification for entry of first name. What should be my qualification? Say, I'm also your classmate today. I'm in third year PharmD. I'll finish fourth year. Say I have, let's not say PharmD, B Pharm. I'm in third year B Pharm, and next year I'll finish my fourth year B Pharm, and I'll go for registration. So my minimum age should be 18 years old, because when a person is in final year B Pharm, he is definitely above 18 years. I think he should be 20 or 21 or 22. So applicant should reside, or he should carry on business or profession of pharmacy in the concerned state only. Say I have done my diploma. I have done my B Pharm in Karnataka. So I'll go and register in Karnataka State Pharmacy Council. You are a Keralian. You can go and register in. If you have studied in Kerala and you want to do business in Kerala, so you can go and register in respective state. So on with other states also. Applicant should hold a degree diploma in pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry, chemist or druggist diploma. What is this chemist or druggist diploma? I'll tell you. So, but at least a diploma degree, or in pharmaceutical chemistry also they say. What is the separate pharmaceutical chemistry? I'll tell you. But one among these, he should be holding a degree of. Now, here in detail, I will tell you what is the qualification or education regulation for the pharmacy who want to register. A degree or diploma in pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry or chemist and druggist diploma in an Indian university or a state government, or possess any other qualification granted outside India which is recognized as adequate for registration. Do diploma in pharmacy or in pharmaceutical chemistry, or be a diploma who is a druggist or pharmacist again, at least by Indian university or by state university. Anything like RJHS is a state university. So likewise, in any university of India, you can get that degree and get registered. Or if you're doing your education outside the country, but it should be adequate, or it should have the qualification so that it can be registered in Indian register as a pharmacist. Or there is one more, a degree of an Indian university other than a degree or diploma in pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry If he doesn't have any degree certificate of pharmacy, then with the experience not less than 3 years in dispensing and compounding of drugs in a hospital or dispensary on prescription or of RPM. So at least he should have an experience of 3 years in dispensing and compounding. Then he can have passed an examination recognized by state government as adequate for compounders and dispenser, for which just now I said who is a druggist. At least he should pass that examination. Should have an experience of not less than 5 years in dispensing and compounding of drugs in a hospital or dispensary on the prescription of RPM. If not in medical shop, at least in hospital, like government hospital or many other hospitals have medical shop. If you have experience of 5 years, and then also you can register. But recently, the few amendments were passed that some of the rules are being taken out. But as our syllabus is old, and we have got recent amendments on that, but this still these to write in exam, these rules remain. Little things have changed. So, qualification granted by authority outside India, which is adequate for registration. Yeah, just now I told, I think I have repeated this slide with another. Yeah. What is subsequent registers? Now, till now, what I spoke, it is first register. Okay, in first register, you should be above the age of 18. You should have a qualification of diploma, degree, or at least you have passed the examination, or you have 3 years of experience in dispensing and compounding in medical shop, or you have experience of 5 years in hospital in dispensing and compounding again, then you can go and register. What is the subsequent register? Procedure for subsequent register. From the registered pharmacist of the first register, constitution of state council takes place. Application are invited within fixed date and addressed further to the register. In some state, what happens, if they are running the pharmacy college also, still education regulation are not fully formed. There are still some developing states where the regulation or education regulation are not fully formed. As in Karnataka or in Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, there are some well-developed state where the regulations are fully formed and we are following it like what PCI says. But in some states, it is not fully constituted. Then they can register in subsequent. This is what it means. But we'll see what is the procedure. Application are invited again within fixed date. Whoever want to apply in that date only, they have to apply to the registrar. If registrar found that applicant has requisite qualification, he may direct his or her name to enter in the register. If he feels that this or his or her name will fulfill all the regulations written in the PCI, then he may direct, it is under his control, registrar control, whether he want to recommend the name or not. How will do? He will check all our certificates again, and he will see the criteria whether it fulfills or not. If the education regulations are not fully formed still, then he can sign it and give, or he can always recommend to put the name in the register. If application has been rejected by register, he or she may appeal to state council within 3 months of the rejection. Rejection happens due to several reasons. There are still people in this country who don't have Aadhaar card, who don't have PAN card, who have not issued the marks card, who have not applied for certificates. If one certificate is not there, they will not take it. Even single certificate is not there, then they will not take it, or they will not recommend your name to put it in the register. But you have time of 3 months. Whatever the correction or whatever document is missing, you can always take it back, and within 3 months you can again appeal for it. And now the decision is taken by state council, which is final. First it was under registrar. He will check within his control. If he can do something, he will do. Otherwise, once it goes to state council, It is their decision. Requirements for subsequent registration. We spoke about what are the requirements to register in first register, and now what is the requirement if you have to register in subsequent. Applicants should be at least 18 years again, which is minimum. Applicants shall carry on his profession of pharmacy in the concerned state. Qualification. What is the qualification? What was the qualification to register in first register? He should be diploma, he should be degree, he should have 3 years or 5 years in hospital or medical shop or hospital respectively, or he should pass any examination. These were the qualifications. No? Now here, what are the qualifications for subsequent registration? As I already told you, if the constituency is not fully formed for the education regulation in particular state, then only they go for subsequent registration. Now what should be the qualification? After the preparation of first register and before ER take effect. ER is education regulation here. Before this ER and after preparation of first register. This is one type of qualification. After education regulation has taken place or with special provisions. Please remember, I'll repeat, 3 type of qualification. One, after preparation of first register and before ER takes place or education regulation takes place. I have told you education regulation is not fully formed yet. Before that, after first register, if the person is in between, there is no regulations or what to do, but first register is there to have the education regulation for them, or after education regulation are made. This is one, or with the special provision. Okay. Yeah. So after the preparation of first register and before ER takes place. This was the first which I showed you. This one, first one. So we'll see what it is. Satisfies the condition prescribed by Central Council or a registered pharmacist in another state or possesses the qualification of registration granted outside the state and are at least matriculates. So first thing is he should satisfy or she should satisfy the condition prescribed by Central Council. I have already told you, Pharmacy Council is Central Council. State Pharmacy Council is for state. So, if you are if you are in such a state where education regulations are not formed, then you should at least fulfill the rules or regulations of Central Council, or he is a registered pharmacist in another state at least, or he possesses the qualification of registration which is granted by other states and are at least matriculate. So you should at least pass 10th standard and you are qualified by other state also. With these conditions, you can register in subsequent register, not in first register. You can register in subsequent register. Now, after education regulations take effect, now education regulations are formed in that particular state. Now, those who have passed an approved examination or those who possesses a qualification granted by authority outside India and recognized by PCI. He should pass the examination because education regulations are formed, or he should have a qualification granted by at least outside India, or and it should be recognized by PCI. Those who are registered pharmacists in another state. If say in Karnataka till last year there were no education regulations, and from this year education regulations are formed, and I am in final year. So I'll finish my final year and I can go for registration because I have completed my examinations and I have the certificate. This is one. Or I was in Karnataka when I did my admission. I wanted to do my admission. Then the education regulations were not fully formed. I felt it is not okay to complete my education in India. Then I went outside India and got my certificates. I came to Karnataka back for registration by the time which education regulation was fully formed. But the condition here is outside India, from where I got my degrees, it should be recognized by PCI. Next, or those who are registered pharmacists in another state. If you are from Kerala and there the education regulation are fully formed, and you again you want to register in Karnataka State Pharmacy Council because you want to do business here, then also you can go for subsidy. Next, there are some special provisions also. Provision made under Pharmacy Act 1959. Hope you remember this date, 1959. Affected by partition in 1947. Because when partition happened, we know the consequences. We know what happened, how many states and countries got divided. So in that condition, due to re-recognition, due to reorganization of the state in 1956 and migrated to India. When this all was happening, some stayed back in India, some went to their respective countries after partition. So when this all was happening, and that time we did not have any recognition to which country we belong to. There was a border, which lot of problems were happening, but there was no proper recognition as we have today, like Aadhaar card and many other, like if you have passport also, okay, Aadhaar, PAN. So these are the recognition that I'm Indian. That time it was not there. So during that, if you have entered India, then you come under special provision. Provision made under this Pharmacy Act 1976. Hope you remember this act also, this date also. Those who possess degree or diploma in pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry or chemist and druggist diploma in Indian University. That was the basic one. If you are in India, you have to get qualification in India only. Passed an examination recognized for dispenser by state government or person approved as qualified person before 31st December 1969 under DNC Act. He should be qualified before 31st December 1969 because partition happened or whatever it has happened, it was after 1947. And during this 1959, you had an opportunity to do this degree and get the certificates. If you have done within that period, that is between 1959 to 1969, in these 10 years, if you have finished this degree, then also you can come under this special provision. Any displaced person from Bangladesh, Burma, Uganda, Sri Lanka were carrying profession of pharmacy for period of 5 years prior to the date of application. Means application for this special provision, again it comes between this 1959 and 1969. If you are from Bangladesh and you are a displaced person, I have told you the definition of displaced person in previous slides. So if I am a displaced person from these countries like Bangladesh, Burma, Uganda, Sri Lanka, and I have done my pharmacy within this period of 5 years before the application was given, then I come under special provision. Okay. In short, I will tell what is first register, subsequent, and the special one. So first register will have two people, two groups, that is 3 person and 1 register who will act as secretary. He should applicant first. You have to give your they will fix the date and you should give all your documents to them within that date. They will examine and you can get entered into the first register. What is the qualification? Qualification is either you are a degree or diploma or other degree, then you should be of 3 years experience in dispensing and compounding, passed it, at least passed some recognized examination of state government, or at least you have 5 years of experience in hospital in dispensing and compounding for the prescriptions. So this is the qualification for first register. Now, what is subsequent register? If the constituency is not fully formed or ER is not fully formed, that education regulation is not fully formed, then you can go for subsequent registration. So again, what are the conditions? The conditions for first register and second register is 18 years. You should be at least 18 years, and you should have a degree in particular state where you have studied and where you want to register. Now, what is the qualification? Here there are 3 types for subsequent. One is after first register is formed and before ER is taken effect. Second one, after ER takes effect. Third, special provision. So what is this after first register is prepared and before ER? Means first register is prepared for the people who have taken their education in the college where the education regulation is fully formed. And in your state or my state, if education regulation is not fully formed, but still I want to register, these are the conditions. So what is the condition? You should at least satisfy central government rules, or you should have pharmacist of another state, or you possess a qualification from another state of at least particulars with the experience. After ER is formed, first remains same. I have completed my exam, so I'll go and register. Or you have done your degree from another country, then you go for registration only if it is recognized by PCI. And another one, those who are registered pharmacist in another state. What is the special provision? Special provision is if you are a person who is born or who got their education in the time of this partition, and due to reorganization of the state, or you are migrated to India, then due to this Act 1976, you should have a degree or diploma in pharmaceutical chemistry, or a druggist chemist in the university, or you should pass the examination from state government. If all these is done within 31st of December 1969, then you can go for this special provision in the subsequent registration. Or you are a displaced person from Bangladesh, Burma, Uganda, Sri Lanka, and you have done your education in this period of 5 years, then you can go for subsequent registration and you come under special provision. Now, little bit we'll discuss about renewal of the fees. I told you we always renew our fees. Yes?
Ma'am, if a person graduates but is not having any job, then also he is applicable to apply for registration.
Job is not compulsory.
But ma'am, we have
If you have
to.
completed your degree, then you can go for it.
But ma'am, like if we have to give our professional address, then what we will be giving if we are not having a job?
No. Professional address, then you can give college address, because just now you have finished your degree. Then it will come under college address. You will stay 1 year under college address only and your personal address.
Ma'am, if in between one
Every year
professional
you
address.
renew, no? That is what I'm telling you.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if we are working under one profession, then we can update it if we are changing it, or we have to wait for 1 year only.
No, nothing like that. You can always change. But see, I was working in Mayor first. I was in pharmaceutical industry. There they took all copies of my marks card, my registration certificate, my convocation, everything, even including Aadhaar, PAN, my thumb impression, photo, everything they will take. Once I leave that job, I don't have to wait till April 1st. I can always change my job. Again, you give your documents to that particular university. Now I came to clearly, I gave all my documents. In that 6 months, college is responsible for you, that they will see to me that I don't do any part-time jobs. And once renewal comes, I have to update all my documents there, or college itself will update. For example, now new teachers have come like Bhagya Madam, Arvinder. So for them, now April has finished. Now university will apply to, or university will submit all their documents to PCI. Once it goes, their name is there, their number is there, the registration, every registration will have one number. Okay, so that I thought of putting my registration certificate, but we should not disclose the numbers like that. So I didn't put. So in that number, that once they get that number, they are done. They will see to it that you will not open any other business. If with lot of effort you will manage to open also, when you open medical shop, you should always inform State Pharmacy Council that you are going to do a business. And again, you have to give the certificates, and they already know that you are working in KLE College of Pharmacy, and they will take action that when you are already working in KLE College and again you want to open a business, which is not allowed. That is where all the drug inspector come, who go for inspection. They see the registration certificate, they will match, and they will examine what all drugs are being dispensed. They have their own jobs where they cross-check everything and see to it that drugs are not into wrong use.
Ma'am, like if we have applied for our registration and ma'am for a 1 year, that same registration will be applicable. And if in between